Finally got the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. There is something about the shipping whenever I order it from her that it takes a week for me to get it. But alas, it finally arrived on the day that I need to hurry up and do this video because we're going on our family reunion vacation. Most of you know every Labor Day we go to Galveston, Texas for our big family reunion, and we're leaving like literally in 4 hours. So I'm glad FedEx finally came because I was kind of giving up and I just need to go to Walmart, do some last minute shopping, finish packing, loading up the car, and lo and behold, I saw the truck pull up in front of the house. So yes, I finally got the I Need a Warm palette by Natasha Denona. And they're finishing the yard, so hopefully you won't be hearing the lawnmower sound because they're on that side of the house and they are finishing up. Let's talk about this new palette, the I Need a Warm palette. Here's what the packaging looks like. Very Art Deco. And on the back, it does have the hole, so if you want, you can punch out those pans and put it in another palette, like a Z palette. And I'm sure you've seen many videos about this palette, and I do appreciate y'all being here. But at least you can see what this palette looks like in my lighting and in my skin tone. And hopefully that will help you out to decide if you need this or not, if you need a warm palette or not. So Natasha transformed her viral sellout sensation, the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette, into the ultimate warm version. This palette features two brand new formulas, the Slip Cream Matte and a Metal Gloss, with a blend of metallic champagnes, rich caramels, shimmering rosy coppers, essential browns, and a fun color-shifting trichrome. This versatile palette is perfect for all skin tones. This palette is available now on Natasha Denona's website, Sephora, Beautylish, wherever Natasha Denona is sold, and I was quite surprised when I opened up the box that I did get a little sample. Here's a picture of the bronze palette, which I do have, and they sent me a sample of the middle shade. I hope you can see that. That was kind of nice, and I like the presentation of it. So again, let's take a look at the outside packaging of this. It's very Art Deco, like I said. And then let me compare it with the I Need a Nude palette. Hopefully the glare won't hinder the coloring here. So I'm wondering in the future with maybe another I Need a Something palette, which is going to probably have the same type of Art Deco motif for the outside cover. But I'll do some palette comparisons at the end of this video, but let's go ahead and open this up and see if this is what we need, a warm palette. So now that I've looked at it, it does lean more kind of copper, kind of rosy copper tones. There are some light shades in here, so I'm a little nervous about that, but there are a good amount of mid-tones and deep tones in here, which is good. That's what I like to look for. You know what? I don't remember where I stopped. I spilled my, cup of brushes over the table, and then I got a phone call about our place in Galveston, that there was some problems, and it's like, I just need to take a little deep breath, a little zen breath, and let's continue on. And I think I was about to swatch the I Need a Nude, or not I Need, oh my gosh, just cut off right now. I mean, it's the I Need a Warm palette. Okay, yeah, I do need to just calm down a little bit. I'm kind of sweating. Now let's swatch I Need a Warm palette. And again, here's what it looks like unswatched. And I'm just waiting for the lighting to go down. And I hope you can see, it does look warm, but I would say a little bit more neutral warm, not too warm. Ooh, the first shade is very creamy. I mean, this is Natasha Denona. This one's Soft Spot, which is a medium earthy brown matte. Next is Fancy, which is a metallic champagne. Mellow, which is a light peachy nude matte. Next is the Triochrome Phenomena. This is a multi-chrome with peach, pink, and green. And yeah, I can see a little bit of green. Hope you can see that there. This is Ripe, which is a light medium peach brown matte. Let's go into the second row with Elm, and that's a sparkling foiled light bronzy nude. Now let's go into the first new formula, which is the Metal Gloss, and that is Snug, and it's a soft bronze metal gloss. It does look a little smooth, but I guess when I thought of metal gloss, I thought it'd be like liquidy. The texture does look very similar to this one, which is Elm, the sparkling foiled shade. This is Vim, which is a deep warm brown matte. Another sparkling foiled medium rusty rose gold. Fervor is a medium warm caramel matte. Let's go to the bottom row and start with Pep, which is a deep warm brown matte. We got another metal gloss shade, and this one's Homey. I like the name Homey. And that is a metal gloss warm nude. Hanker is a metallic medium dark golden brown. I think this is how you pronounce it, Dynamism, which is a duochrome medium brown with green specks. That one's pretty. I like that one. The last one is the new formula, the Slip Cream Matte. Doesn't feel as creamy as the other mattes. It feels kind of oily. It feels kind of oily, yeah. But this one's Flash Over, and it's the Slip Cream Matte Medium Clay Brown. And here are the shades of the I Need a Warm palette. So I'm only able to do 2 looks. I'm going to do 1 on each eye. Let me go ahead and prime my eyelids. So let me start with the shade Ripe, and let's just put you in the crease. Now there is some kick up here with the matte shade, but that did go on very nice. And the brush that I was using was the Classic Crease by Sonia G. And let's go into this Esom brush. It's the T37. This is the one in collab with Sophia C's Beauty. And let's go into this new formula, the Slip Cream Matte. And that name is Flash Over. And let's just pack you in the outer corner. Okay, it's not as deep like for an outer corner to add some depth there. So I'm just going to kind of bring it up into the crease. Now let's see if we can get some depth with this shade Pep using the same brush and just pack the outer corner here. Yeah, that one will give me some depth there. So I hope that these different formulas will play well with each other. And so far, so good. Using the Soft Shader by Sonia G. And let's go into this bronzy shade. I believe it's Hanker. And let's just place you in the center. So let me just use my finger. This is a pretty bronze shades, but I have shades many times over like this. Now let me go into this Metal Gloss shade Homey. I'm gonna use my finger, and let's just place you in the inner corner. You know, it does have some shine there. And then I'm just using that last brush to kind of bring it up into my crease. I'm gonna go back into Hanker and just kind of fuse those 2 shades together. All right, and I think that's what I'm gonna do with this look. So for this eye, I want to use that Multichrome Phenomena, I believe that's how you say it, using the Crease 2 by Sonia G. Let's go into this shade, Fervor, and just place you in the crease. You know, I do like this shade. Even when I swatched it, I like this shade right there. Very pretty for a good transition for my skin tone. So using my finger, and let's go into this shade, Phenomena, and let's just place you all over the lid. Wow, that is very pigmented. I still have some on my finger. And yeah, I can see the green and pink and orange. I don't know if I want to do anything else with this look. Of course, I do need to clean underneath it because of my fingers. So let me go ahead and clean underneath my eyes, put some face makeup on, and then we'll continue from there. Underneath this eye, let's try the first shade, Soft Spot, and just place you underneath because this will be more like my everyday look. And then for this side, let's go into the same shade that I used in the crease, Fervor, because I really do like this shade. Let me put something in the inner corner on this side, and let's go with this shade, Elm. Just kind of brighten up the inner corner here. And then for this side, let me go into Homey, what I placed in the inner corner here, and just kind of place that underneath in the inner under corner. Now for this side, I will be using a black eyeliner pen, and this one is by Dolce & Gabbana. You know, putting a black liner on here, it kind of turned it like a plum. Ooh, I like that. And I will line this side, but with a brown liner. This is from Victoria Beckham in the shade Cocoa. Do I need to sharpen it? No, it looks good. So instead of a black here, let's go with brown. And let me use the other side and just kind of smudge it out here. Little smudge. And let's do that in the bottom outer corner. Now underneath this eye, I was thinking of using a black liner, but seeing how that just kind of changed, I want to go look for another shade. I'm going to use this pencil from YSL. I thought about Victoria Beckham, but it was a little bit too bright. But this one from YSL, Unrestricted Plum, I think this will be a pretty shade to place underneath my lash line. Let me get the other side of it. It does come with a kind of like a slanted brush, and then blend that out. And then for the waterline, still with Victoria Beckham, I'm going to use the shade Bronze. What's good about the shade Bronze, I'm always used to using a black liner in my waterline, but with the shade Bronze, it just kind of softens the look. So I do like using this in my waterline, this shade Bronze, or even brown. And sometimes I will go back to the black liner, but for these 2 looks, I think that's all I'm going to do. Now let me put some mascara on, do my hair, and we'll see how these 2 looks look. And here are the finished looks, and what do you think, guys? I kind of like these 2 looks. They're 2 totally different looks. This one is more my everyday look, but I have to say these shades I have many times over that I can create the same look. The same transition, same outer corner, the same metallic shades in the middle and inner corner. But these are Natasha Denona shades, and you can see every shade that I use that's different. They didn't muddy up with each other. And I can see that Slip Cream Matte. I don't know, it's laying really nice on my lids here. And you can see that I have the crepey lids, the wrinkly wrinkly lids, but it's laying very nice. And this is my favorite type of looks, my everyday shade. This one is more for nighttime. You know, the holidays are coming up, and the two shades that I use, kind of like a monochromatic look. I do like that shade that I use in Transition Fervor. And this multi-chrome shade, yeah, every time I turn my head, you can see the shift there. So let's go ahead and do some palette comparisons. This is, of course, the I Need a Warm palette, and let's put it next to I Need a Nude palette. You can see that this one's a little bit more cool tone, the nude palette, and this one is more neutral warm. I wouldn't say it's too warm, but it has some warmth there, but it's not too warm. And the nude palette, it is cool tone, and for me, I don't reach for it as much, and I know a lot of people love this palette. I don't know, whenever I use this palette, the looks do look a little similar, and it is more cool tone, so some of the shades do look a little dirty on my lids, but I would say that they can complement each other. Now let's go into the gold palette, and I know about the glare, but yeah, this one does have more yellow, whereas this one has more peachy tones, a little bit rosy tones. Maybe the matte shades do look a little similar. Let me just kind of swatch one. Let me swatch this one Log and put it next to Pep. And I think the one Log has a little bit more gray tone. The warm palette is a little bit more brown, but the one from Gold palette is very patchy. And even with the gold palette, some of the looks that I can create, they do look similar. I don't know about this one yet with I Need a Warm palette, because these are the two looks that I did, and they do look different. And the metallic shades, yeah, they are different. You have a little bit more rosy tone, peachy tones. You have the multi-chrome. You have more of a bronze. Speaking of bronze, let's look into the bronze palette. This one does have a pop of that purple shade. Let's put it up next to the warm palette. This one is more warmer to me than the warm palette. And I don't know if maybe the background is kind of throwing me off, but the bronze palette, I think the matte shade's a little bit more mustardy colors here, more kind of pinks and reds, whereas the warm palette, it's more peachy tones and has more browns in here, and more bronze than the bronze palette, I guess you could say. But just from creating these two looks, this one is more like an I Need a Nude for me, because the I Need a Nude, again, it's a little bit more cool tone, whereas this one is a little bit more neutral, a little bit warm tones, which is what I like. And I do like both looks. So when we come back from our family reunion after Labor Day, I'll be playing with this palette a little bit more and see what kind of looks I can come up with that. But yeah, I want to play with this palette some more because I do love these shades. I do love these shades, honestly. Oops. Okay, guess it's telling me that I need to go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video of me trying the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. And hopefully I've covered everything in this video. I know with everything that's going on, but I do hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did like and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and you'll have a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy Labor Day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.